Oh, there you are, YouTube. Doodle 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 doo. Subscribe if you're interested. But also no pressure. Hey, I got a haircut. Why am I hiding my hair with this hat? Alright. I have less and less hair to get cut these days. Anyway, what do you say we do a random ranking? Let's go to my movie collection behind me and pick out 3 movies at random and then rank those movies based on whatever criteria we come up with. I'll rank them here in the movie. What? I'll rank them here in the video, but if you'd like to rank them in the comments below, please feel free to do so. Let's get to picking some cinema. Physical media style. Maybe we're going to pick this movie right here. I think we're picking this one, and then we're just going to grab one from right here, see what that gets us. And then maybe a high up in this section. Alright, let's check them out. Oh, wow. Ooh, still got to see that one. Alright. So I got to pick out one more, because one I haven't watched yet. Ooh, haven't seen that. Mostly my wife used to watch Journey of Natty Gann. This one here, this is one of my wife's childhood films. I don't think I've ever seen it. Alright, here we go. Interesting, to say the least. I don't know. Alright, first off, we're going to start with Ghost Rider. Now, this is the first Ghost Rider, and there are 2 of them, and Nicolas Cage is in both of them, but the 2 films are very different. The first one, which I think is what we're going to rank here. The first one, he's drinking jelly beans out of a martini glass. What? And why is he doing that? I think he's doing that because whoever he was working with, whoever the director was, didn't know how to tell Nicolas Cage, the legend, no. Because I think that was his idea. Not that there's too much wrong with it, but you know what was really good? I really liked the trailer to this. The trailer to this was good. It had, let me find his name here. Donal Logue is in this movie, and I remember that his part was like really cool, the way he sort of narrated the life or whatever, and then we, you know, see the crash where Johnny Blaze crashes and all that stuff. Like, I really loved the trailer to this. Sam Elliott is in it, but his part needed to be cooler. All he did was like ride alongside the Ghost Rider in one scene, and it was just kind of like, it felt like a build-up to nothing, so that was a major letdown. The sequel is worse, I think. Ugh. But also better in some ways. Just because I think they just kind of, they let Nicolas Cage go incredibly loose here, where he's just like, well, I think where they're more like, you know, do what you want to do. Where the other one, I think they were maybe trying to rein him in, but also they didn't want to rein him in too much, so they let some of his stuff in. Anyway, I don't like these movies. Next, we have The Imitation Game. Talk about Oscar bait. Like, when somebody says Oscar bait, this is the type of movie that they're talking about, I think. I mean, I still liked it, but it's still just kind of like eye roll. I mean, it has the whole World War II thing going, and it just, like, melodramatic, and I don't know, all of that stuff. Keira Knightley, very beautiful actress. Love seeing her in films. Was she nominated for this? Let's see. 8 nominations. Best Picture, Best Actor, Best Supporting Actress, yep. Best Adapted Screenplay, Best Original Score, Best Production Design, Best Director, Best Film Editing. Marshall Fine of the Huffington Post calls it the best film of the year. I would disagree. It feels like one of the most run-of-the-mill Oscar baity films ever. And also there's this moment, I mean, it's still good though, but there's this moment where they're trying to show you stuff that's going on in the war, and it just looks like CGI city, and it just, like, the rest of the movie is very practical and real looking, and then they're like, here's some war stuff, and it's just like, that looks fake. And then you're like taken out of the movie because everything else has this stronger sense of reality to it. Next we have Blood Diamond. Whoopsh. This came out the same year as The Departed. Both earned nominations. DiCaprio earned a nomination for this film and not The Departed. The Departed, you know, I'm okay, I guess, with Leo not getting a nomination. I think he probably should have deserved one. Did deserve one. But here's the thing. Where was Jack Nicholson's nomination? Like, in that time period, I feel like they weren't even like discussing it like a possibility. It should have been one of the #1 discussed possible nominations, and I don't get why it wasn't. And that would have been his last nomination had he got nominated. And I think he's well deserving of a nomination for The Departed, Jack Nicholson. And he should have got a Best Supporting Actor. But I can't think of who else would have been nominated alongside him. So, like, who would I pull out in order to put him in? I don't know off the top of my head, but where was Jack Nicholson? I feel like he wasn't even in the conversation. Like, when I think back to the way people were talking about award season online when they were following this stuff, I just feel like Jack Nicholson was not a shoo-in when he should have been a shoo-in. It's very odd, but again, I'm trying to remember the people who were nominated. I don't know. It was like Johnny Depp, was this the year he was nominated? I mean, that was lead though. I don't know. I don't know. But Djimon Hounsou, wasn't he nominated for this? I think so. Supporting. 5 Academy Awards, including Best Actor for Leo, Best Supporting Actor for Djimon Hounsou, and this has a commentary by director Ed Zwick. But yeah, I always like this movie. Oh right, Jennifer Connelly's in it right there. Beautiful. Yeah. DiCaprio has an accent in this. I don't know if it's good or bad. I really don't know what a South African accent sounds like for someone of his background. But, you know, maybe he nailed it, maybe he didn't. I honestly don't remember, but I feel like I remember it being a topic of conversation. But was the conversation, wow, he's really good at this? Or was it like, eh. Alright, so I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and put Blood Diamond up front, because, I don't know, it has some just like political thriller vibes to it or something like that, adventure and, you know, just all sorts of stuff going. I'm going to go with Blood Diamond for #1, then I'm going to go Ghost Rider for #2, just because it's a superhero movie, honestly, and because Nicolas Cage drinks jelly beans out of a martini glass, and Donal Logue is in it, and because Sam Elliott is in it. So that's why I'm picking it, and the Sam Elliott character looks cool when he's in his ghost form. And then Imitation Game, while good, Alan Turing, you know, that machine and everything and all that is good. But it just feels like awards bait, which a lot of times I love awards bait, but this one, I don't know, it's just kind of like, ugh. And I think it's that CG scene, you know, just kind of like really did make a negative mark on it for me. But I'm going to say Blood Diamond, then Ghost Rider, then The Imitation Game. But my question to you is, have you seen these films, these 3 right here? And if so, what do you think of them? And if you've seen all 3, how would you rank them? I'd love to know. Let me know in the comments below, and perhaps we'll see you tomorrow for more Pure Hangout.